Well, hey folks, how's it all going? Welcome back, an old man. We're gonna replace the Porter cable. You're gonna replace the Porter cable with a Bauer? I mean, that's a huge router. How? I mean, what's the story here, Tom? Well, I am gonna replace it, but I'm also not gonna get rid of the Porter cable because I've got a box, and in that box from Grizzly Industrial is a router table, and that router, in my opinion, is going to be perfect for a router table. It's got the soft start in it, and it's got a huge mortar. So this thing should be able to handle anything you can throw at it from as far as a router table is concerned. I've always liked this router, but it's been difficult for me to use. It's just that little hand thing there. I just have never gotten good control of it. I used to have an old Craftsman two-handle, which really worked nice. And this thing came as a kit. You got this base, and then you also had a plunge router base to it too. And I've never used the plunge router part of it. So this is going to go into the router table, and we're going to see if we can replace with the Bauer variable speed compact router. So I'll tell you what, let's get it out of the box, take a closer look at it. All right, there it is out of the box. You want to know what I paid for it. Now, for some reason, I got this like a month ago, and I took out the 2-year replacement plan for $11. So it was $70 plus the 2-year replacement plan, 85.43. I think sometimes I'm a little leery on some of this stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, with the 90-day warranty with the Bauer stuff, routers take a fair amount of abuse. So I just want to make sure I'm covered there. And so it was $85 total. So let's look at it a little bit closer. First off, it's meant for one hand, and it's not overly heavy, but there's definitely some weight there. If you want to know what it can do, it's got that 10,000 to 30,000 RPMs, 6.5 amps, obviously 60 hertz, a 1/4-inch collet. It's got right away, if you're asking how does it adjust, this is your locking lever right here, and you've actually got some metal gears that you then would, trying to do this so you can see, turn in like that. So pretty positive, and it's got measurements on the side in millimeters and in inches. So that's pretty nice. No dust collection port as far as I can see on here. And this is wide open right here. I tell you what, let's take a little bit closer look at it. All right, taking a little bit closer to see how things work here. I was wondering what this thing is. And that's actually spring loaded, and that's your spindle lock. So that goes in like that, and then you can turn your nut here. And there is a wrench for that right here. I'm trying to do this by looking through at that to lock things up. There's another wrench here too, and it's smaller, and I'm 100% sure what that one's for. Let's take a look at a couple other things. We got to really put a router bit in there and see how that's really going to work. But, you got to have, because it's spring loaded, they don't want to have something that just locks in there because you could turn it on with it locked in there. So you got to push that, put your bit in, and then, do this. It's not impossible to do. And you can set this whole thing. You got the top is flat, so you can set it like that in order to do that. So not a huge deal there, in my opinion. All right, we kind of looked at depth of judgment, but let's look at it a little bit closer. It's a plastic knob on this side, and it's pretty positive. I mean, there's nothing really. Is there a little, but I've had a lot of different routers in my life, and seems to be good. Now, when you start getting some sawdust in there, will it be this free flowing? I don't know. Time will tell with that. I do like the positive lock though on this. That seems to be really good, and you can adjust that right here. And I bet you that's what that's for. No, it's not. Huh, nice try. All right, we'll find out what that's for. Keep on watching. So on the back, they've got this knob here, and they've got this pretty elaborate fence system here, which you could actually attach some wood to. But that's pretty nice. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but boy, if you had to, that's the real deal right there. Still haven't found out what that other wrench is for. All right, as I was looking now, I see what this is for. So you've got a flat stop there, you can use 2 wrenches in order to loosen and tighten if you don't want to use that. So that's what that's for. That's a backup plan for your stop right there. So yeah, that's a good idea, because sometimes it's just easier to use in 2 wrenches as opposed to pulling it in. Good idea by Bauer on that one. All right, let's plug it in first, see how it works. I got no rubber bit in there. If you're wondering how long the cord is 6 foot. Let's give her some juice there. Gosh, I gotta plug it in first. Jeepers creepers here. All right, so you've got variable speed right here. Let's go down. I'm assuming one is low. Sounds like a louder. All right, let's put a bit into it and see what it'll do. So looking at the instructions, it would appear that fence thing, you can use it for circle cutting. So it's definitely heavy duty enough for it. So that's pretty cool. All right, folks, we're all ready to give it a whirl here. I've got a 1/4-inch cold bit in there, and you can see we're taking a good 1/4 inch off, and all I got is a piece of scrap here, a piece of 2x4 scrap. We're gonna put it on a highest setting of 6. Fire her up and see what she does. Plenty of power, no problem with that. It's not a hardwood. This is just a 2x4. So I'll tell you what. Let's see if I can find some hardwood, and we'll try some, maybe in some oak or something. All right, you got a piece of scrap oak. Let's see how she does. All right, let's take a quick look-see here. All right, well, it didn't bog down. It definitely's got the power to do it. And RPMs are definitely there. And, it's a lot about the bit, too. And this is not an expensive bit. But does the Bauer little router work? Does little 1/4-inch trim router work? Works just fine for me, folks. Hope you enjoyed this. If you got one of these, let me know in the comments what you think. Now, remember, this is a corded version. I'm looking forward to the day that they come out with the cordless version, because that's got to be soon, right? I would think so. Tom Horseman at YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this. Thumbs up, leave a comment, and as always, thanks for watching, folks.